Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Release every day's video. The beer is courtesy of Jerome. Thanks so much, Jerome. Really appreciate it. The beer is by Nod Hill, and the head brewer there used to be the brewer at the North Brewery, which is in my hometown of Endicott, New York. So it's cool to be able to taste one of his beers since I haven't had one in a while. It's an imperial stout brewed with coffee and Madagascar vanilla beans, 10% ABV. Dive right in. Drinking it kind of later in the day, so I hope the coffee's not going to keep me up. I feel like the 10% is going to put me to sleep, and the coffee's going to try to keep me up. Nice can art. It's like just simple but fun. I like it. I didn't think I poured it too aggressively, but it definitely has a lot of head. Good 2.5 fingers. And I use my North Brewery glass. Um, yeah, it's like a soft, light mocha color for the head, and then you know, I mean, it definitely looks like a big stout. You can see a little bit of brown at the bottom, but yeah, I mean that's definitely in the realm of black. So definitely a big, dark looking stout. Let's get into the aroma. I get the coffee. It's a nice roast. That vanilla for sure. So it's kind of cool because like you get the roasty coffeeness, but then there's some sweetness to the beer, and then that vanilla. It's almost like a creamer in the coffee. There's that outdoors woodsiness, kiss of leather, like so like where that leather like kind of savory. Not it's not like soy sauce or anything, but and then it comes back to that. It's so interesting because it's like, oh, you're thinking savory. You're right. But let me remind you about the coffee creamer thing you were talking about a couple moments ago. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's there too. So it's kind of like cyclical that way. It smells fantastic. A little bit of marshmallow from that vanilla too. See about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Jerome. That's really good. That's really good. It's the aroma made me think it was going to be a hair sweeter than it is. So although you get that nice vanilla with the coffee, and it's a little bit like vanilla creamer, um, it's not sweet enough to be fully that thing. But that's definitely the closest way to describe that. So much roast in the best possible way. As I'm talking right now, there is still such a nice, like, not ashy, but like you're on your way to ashy. So it's like, beyond a regular roast. I shouldn't say that, but it's like okay, you have to take the coffee roast and then add the stout roastiness, and then that stout roastiness is borderline smoky, borderline peaty, and that's where like my mind's going with that almost smoky thing. I'm glad I picked up the leather and the aroma because you do get a little bit of that in the taste. There was some dark fruit. Man, yeah, this is just nice. And like I said, the aroma with the vanilla kind of being marshmallowy, you do get a little bit of that. Like it's like tricking your mind as you drink it. A little sweeter now that my palate's acclimating. I'm exhausted as I'm doing this. Um, as my palate's getting used to it, it seems a lot sweeter. But once that bitter roastiness kicks in, then it's just such a dry, roasty finish. Um, and it's cool too. I drink a lot of IPAs, as people who watch this channel know, and like the way that those can be bitter. This is a really good reminder of how roasty stouts can be bitter in a different way. This is fantastic. This is so good. The adjuncts are there, but it's not like at the expense of the base beer. And I hope that makes sense. And I hope that sounds like a big compliment because that's how I mean it to sound. I like adjunct forward stouts for sure. But this one, those adjuncts are there, but they play well with the base, and you don't lose the base beer. And to me, right now, that is everything. Yeah, delicious beer. What do you guys think about adjuncted stouts? Have you had this beer specifically? Have you had anything from Knot Hill? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.